In Hudson County, New Jersey, a region already familiar with political scandals and corruption cases, authorities say something more dangerous was quietly spreading. For 6 months, investigators with the Hudson County Prosecutor's Office worked in secret. Surveillance, wiretaps, and intelligence gathering. And on July 17, 2025, it all came crashing down. This is the story of a sweeping narcotics operation, one that allegedly ran through neighborhoods, police stations, town halls, and even jail walls. By the time the dust settled, 14 people had been arrested, including a police detective, a correctional officer, and a town hall dispatcher. It was just after sunrise on July 17th when the first wave hit. Search warrants were executed across North Bergen, West New York, and Union City. Officers from the Narcotics Task Force and Internal Affairs Division moved quickly. By the end of the day, 7 people were in handcuffs, and authorities had uncovered what they called a fully operational narcotics production facility. The evidence? Over 4 kilograms of suspected cocaine, with a street value topping $150,000, 2 handguns, 7 vehicles, and more than $70,000 in cash. But it wasn't just what was seized, it was who got arrested. Leading the list was Alfredo Diaz, age 50, from Union City. Prosecutors say Diaz was at the top of the operation. He's been charged with leading a narcotics trafficking network, maintaining a drug production facility, and multiple counts of conspiracy, distribution, money laundering, and child endangerment. He's also facing weapons charges, including possession of a stolen handgun and hollow point bullets. Next was Ileana Hernandez, a 56-year-old dispatcher for the West New York Police Department. Authorities say Hernandez conspired to distribute cocaine and abused her position within law enforcement. She's been charged with official misconduct, pattern of misconduct, and conspiracy. West New York's police director, Henry Codina, announced her immediate suspension and said her actions were in direct conflict with the department's values. Then came Thomas Mannion, a name known in law enforcement circles. The 60-year-old is a retired West New York detective and former PBA president. He's charged with conspiracy to distribute cocaine, a second-degree offense. Fourth was Marquis Santiago, 33 years old, a correctional police officer for Hudson County. He's facing a third-degree charge of conspiracy to possess cocaine. Then there's Edwin Martinez, 39, of North Bergen. Prosecutors hit him with a long list: possession with intent to distribute, weapons offenses, distribution near public property, receiving stolen property, and money laundering. Daniel Diaz, 28, of West New York, and Christian Cortez, 55, of Inglewood, round out the initial group. Both face multiple distribution-related charges, and Cortez is charged specifically with conspiracy to distribute cocaine. But that was just the beginning. Over the next 2 weeks, prosecutors kept moving. By July 29th, 6 more people had been arrested, all tied to the same network, and all charged with third-degree conspiracy to possess or distribute cocaine. Several were government employees, among them Jorge Delgado, a local security guard, Joanne Messina, a laborer employed by the town of West New York, Carlos Beweria, who worked for the West New York Parking Authority, Dean Mannion, the brother of Thomas Mannion, also charged, Stephen Bedencourt, listed as a civilian participant, and Priscilla Acevedo, whose exact role hasn't been publicly detailed, but whose charges mirror the others. This brought the arrest count to 13, and then came number 14. On August 4th, 2025, just after arriving for work, Christopher Oriana was arrested inside the North Bergen Police Department, the very precinct where he served as a detective. Oriana, 46 years old, had once been praised as a rising star in the department, but now he was facing a third-degree conspiracy to possess cocaine charge, linked directly to the same narcotics operation. He was processed and released, pending his first court appearance. With Oriana's arrest, the case had reached 14 total defendants, a mix of former law enforcement, current public employees, and civilians. all swept up in one of Hudson County's most significant drug busts in recent memory. The public response was immediate. West New York Police Director Henry Codina made it clear, quote, "We do not and will not condone this type of behavior from any member of our department, sworn or civilian," end quote. According to Director Codina, the department cooperated fully with the investigation. He emphasized that the charges do not reflect the values, integrity, or professionalism expected of public servants. At the county level, Acting Prosecutor Wayne Mello confirmed that the investigation is ongoing and said additional arrests are still possible. As of this recording, most of the defendants are either awaiting court appearances or have been released pending arraignment. Because the charges span from third-degree possession to first-degree drug network leadership, penalties, if convicted, could range from 3 years to life imprisonment depending on the severity. Bail and bond decisions have been handled privately through court review, and as of now, no plea deals have been publicly reported. When narcotics trafficking touches the very systems meant to stop it, law enforcement, corrections, local government, it shakes public confidence to the core. The Hudson County narcotics investigation exposed more than drugs and guns. It exposed cracks in oversight. It raised questions about internal corruption, and it put 14 names, once trusted, into the public record under felony charges. Whether they're convicted or cleared, the damage has already been done. This case is far from over. Arraignments, pre-trial hearings, and possibly trials are expected in the coming months.